machine.
The people who pioneered the physical sciences, which have been so successful, look at the technological world around us, what we're doing right here. They've been so successful, but they came out of the lives and the schools of thought of people who were philosophers first, in the sense of people who loved wisdom. That's what philosophy means. And so we're going to talk about that too. But I put down on our paper here, I love this meme that's gone around the internet that illustrates this, because people, they don't know what to do with science and philosophy. They do tend to think of science as the reals and philosophy as the feels. But it's this great meme. I don't know if I have a picture here, but
I'm sure we can
pop it up on the screen. So the meme basically says, someone says, "Why does philosophy matter?" And the person says, "Oh, I don't know. Why does science matter?" Well, because science, and the person cuts in, and you're doing philosophy. As soon as you ask that question of why does it matter, why even do it in the first place? Why is it worth doing? You're not asking scientific questions. Science, as we understand it, a physically scientific question means something I can physically test and experiment on.
Well, even to look at it broader, anytime you ask the question why. Because science, and I think it's really interesting when you look at someone explaining, let's say the Big Bang. It's like, well, and if they say, why did this happen first? They're really saying how.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
But when you ask why, you're assigning purpose to it. Where studying physical phenomenon, you're not looking at purpose. You're saying, well, how did this lead to this, lead to this?
Right.
As soon as you say why, you're assigning some sort of meaning or purpose to it. Yeah,
it's that classic Jurassic Park thing, right? They were so busy asking whether they could do this, they didn't stop to ask. No, did I have that right?
Yeah, they didn't ask why.
If they could do this,
whether should they do it?
Should they do it? It's a classic.
Well,
thing.
Should is still is a why question.
It's these two very different kinds of questioning. And one thing that people I think need to realize is that physical science covers such a narrow range of human experience. Much more of our human experience deals with stuff that can never really be dealt with in a physical scientific way. And to the degree that it's forced to do so, it's truncated. Our experience of being and being conscious and willing, and our experience of values, our experience of thinking this stuff over here is good, that stuff is evil, this is helpful and beneficial. All that stuff are questions that you cannot explore scientifically. Like that we should help people and be nice. Well, why?
Right.
Why is that better and something else worse?
Right.
You can't. There's no experiment that you can run that proves that that's true or false, because it's dealing with a kind of data, a kind of information, a kind of knowledge that is it's of a different order of knowledge.
Yeah.
And so, rather than philosophy being something separate or beneath science, again, originally, historically, philosophers were people who were asking all the big questions. And one very narrow sub-science of that is very specific questions about the testable, touchable, feelable, physical world.
Yeah.
And that's what we call the physical sciences. But historically, it came out of people who were asking all kinds of questions about the universe and of reality.
Thank you for watching this Nerding Out short. Click here to watch the full episode. Click the subscribe button and the bell notification to know when we put up new videos. To support the channel, head over to Nerdy Catholic Tees and purchase some nerdy merch of your very own.
System shut down.